Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cybersecurity 101. I went out for a little walk, and it started pouring. And I was about 2 miles into my walk, so I'm getting about 2 miles of pouring rain. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pouring. So anyways, enough from me. Let me get home and let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Cybersecurity 101. I'm Mark Hemingway, Creative Content Director here at Archer Energy Solutions. Today we're going to look at the term footprinting. On the last episode it was used as part of malware, so I was just curious as to see and learn a little bit more about what footprinting was. So if you're not familiar with the show, I decided I wanted to learn cybersecurity terms. So what I've done is I use ChatGPT to help me. I ask ChatGPT questions, gives me answers, I learn, maybe you learn too, just bringing you along for the ride. And so far this is episode number 40, if you can believe that. So, and still not running out of things to talk about, hopefully, fingers crossed. Good things, bad things, mostly bad things though. So anyway, but let's get started here with what the question is loaded into ChatGPT, which is, in cybersecurity, what is footprinting? Footprinting in cybersecurity refers to the process of gathering information about a target system or network to identify vulnerabilities and potential entry points for an attack. Okay, so we'll call that research. Going in and trying to find or from the movie E.T., just dating myself, leaving the trail of Reese's pieces so that they can find their way back. But I think, didn't E.T. eat them? It's been a while. It's been a minute. But anyways, okay. All right. Let's learn some more. Loaded into ChatGPT, we have, what are the main techniques used in footprinting? The main techniques used in footprinting include passive information gathering, which is basically searching online, active scanning, which is port scanning, and social engineering. Okay, so those are the main techniques that are used when it comes to footprinting. All right, so those are the techniques. So what are the tools? What tools are commonly used for footprinting? Okay, so they include whois. Sounds fun. That's fun to say. Whois lookup tools, network scanners like Nmap, search engines like Google, and social media platforms for gathering information about individuals or organizations. So yeah, lots of research. Basically, it's just doing a lot of research to make sure you know everything and everyone that's involved in what you're trying to exploit, in a sense. So, fun. So it's a form of, hacking, I guess, in a sense, in a roundabout way. How does footprinting differ from other phases of hacking? Footprinting primarily focuses on reconnaissance and information gathering about the target, whereas other phases of hacking involve exploiting vulnerabilities, gathering unauthorized access, and maintaining control over the target system or network. Okay, so I can see the difference. Sounds more like a covert operation. I say that right? All right, so what exactly are they getting? Let's see if we can find out from this question. What are some common data points gathered during footprinting? They include domain names, IP addresses, network infrastructure details, employee information, software and hardware used, public-facing services, and potential security vulnerabilities. All right, wow, they're getting everything. It's almost in a roundabout way. Sounds like ID theft, in a sense. I'm intending this for good purposes here. So how can footprinting help in identifying vulnerabilities? Because we're going to want, I guess it'd be bad too. So we're going to want also vulnerabilities. They're going to want vulnerabilities, but we're going to want to learn about the vulnerabilities so we can stop them and fix them. By providing insights into the target's systems, architecture, network configuration, software versions, and potential weak points. This information allows security professionals to assess potential entry points for exploitation and prioritize vulnerability assessments and patching. Okay, so yeah, it helps us to be able to go in and to say, oh, we need to fix that because they're getting in, they're doing things that way. So interesting. All right, us as regular people, but also businesses, it's probably more important for businesses to protect themselves from all this because that's where the money is. Here I have, how can organizations protect themselves against footprinting attacks? Implementing measures such as restricting access to sensitive information, regularly monitoring their online presence. So the less the information that you have out there, the better. Utilizing network intrusion detection systems, implementing strong access controls, conducting security awareness training for employees. There's your biggest one right there. And keeping software and systems up to date with security patches. So make sure that if you're a business, and always make sure that you're updating, patching, all that. Make sure that you stay as current as you can on everything. And for heaven's sakes, train those employees. Make sure they know not to just click on anything, especially when they're sitting there at work. Even if it looks like it came directly from you and you are numero uno inside of the department or inside of the business, whatever. Make sure that they're double checking, before clicking on stuff, because it's huge. It's huge. Your employees are huge. Put a lot of time into them, for real. All right, we've come to our last question for this episode, which is the one I like to wrap up every show with, which is, what is a real-life incident that involved footprinting? Let's see. There was a Target data breach in 2013. Attackers initially gained access to Target's network through a third-party HVAC vendor. Gotta be careful with those HVAC vendors. They conducted extensive reconnaissance and footprinting to gather information about Target's networks, about Target's network infrastructure and systems. This reconnaissance phase allowed them to identify vulnerabilities and execute a sophisticated attack that resulted in the theft of millions of customers' credit card information. I remember this. This was a huge deal. I think everybody has shopped at Target at one point in your life. Even if you don't like Target, you've gone there for something. And they got a lot of people's information, a lot of people's credit card information. So be very careful when you're out and about. And especially as a business like that, when you've got millions upon billions probably of people shopping at your store, you gotta make sure everything's on the up and up. So anyway, well, hey, that wraps up another episode of Cybersecurity 101. Don't forget to follow us on our socials, which is Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And as always, don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel. Go there, like, subscribe, all the fun things. Hit the bell so that it notifies you when new videos have been released by us here at Archer. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.
You can catch new episodes every Thursday. Follow us on YouTube at ArcherU. Like, subscribe, and click the bell notification to be notified when a new episode has been released. Is there a question or a topic you'd like Mark to address on an upcoming episode of Cybersecurity 101? Leave them in the comments below and check back in every Thursday for a brand new episode.